What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the DJ and Finance Podcast, and we are currently in 2026. However, I want to share my two biggest wins in 2025.
DJ Finance.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Kamal, aka Swiss the DJ, aka Mr. Morrison, and this show is all about documenting my journey on the road to financial freedom. No guru talk, no overnight success stories, just real decisions and real lessons I'm learning along the way. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about my two biggest financial wins in 2025. I am very fortunate and truly blessed. The first big win was selling my condo when I did, as the Canadian real estate market was trending downwards. The second big win is because of that decision, I had capital ready and available to invest in the stock market in a massive period of uncertainty, when prices were discounted and sentiment was negative. So, let's get into it. If you live in Canada, you know how emotional real estate is. People don't see their homes as just a place to live in. They see them as guaranteed investments, especially if you're the son and a daughter of a baby boomer. They swear by buying a home. So selling my condo in a Canadian real estate market that was trending downwards. So I refinanced my condo in December of 2019. I purchased my condo for $300K in June or the summer of 2017. My condo went all the way up in value to the $520 to $540K mark in the open market. Absolutely crazy. I still can't believe my condo went up in value so much in less than 2 years. The bank did appraise my condo though for $480K. Seeing that I gained so much equity, I pulled some of that equity out to buy a house with my girl, now my wife, so we can have a place to live in, and I would keep the condo as an investment property. I was investing in the stock market and my portfolio was around $40K. Over the next 5 to 6 years, the real estate market in the GTA took quite a turn. By the time I'd made the decision to sell, the signs were everywhere. Interest rates had risen aggressively. Buyer demand was slowing down, especially for condos. Listings were staying on the market longer. Price reductions were becoming normal. Tenants were not paying their rent to their landlords. And probably the main reason for me is when I compare the returns on my investment portfolio compared to the returns of the condo, there was just no comparison. The investment portfolio returns were just much better. The key part is I didn't sell because I was panicking. I sold because I was being realistic. By selling, I avoided deeper potential price drops. I reduced my exposure to rising carrying costs, and I freed myself of a highly illiquid asset. I sold my condo in February of 2025 for $505K. Now, it was sold to another agent who waived his commission, so in reality, I sold the condo for $520K. Shout out to my real estate agent, Bethany King. If it wasn't for her, I don't even know if my condo would have sold. She's an absolute beast of an agent, knows her stuff. I highly recommend her. With the sale of my condo, I converted uncertainty into liquidity. While others were stressed about mortgage renewals, declining home values, and tightening budgets, I was sitting on capital, which leads directly to the second big win. The second big win was investing during market uncertainty. 2025 was quite interesting. There was a lot of market uncertainty, in large part due to the Trump tariffs that were going to be implemented. There was pretty much a new headline every day talking about economic concerns and increased pricing for consumer products. In the first week of April, the S&P 500 index dropped to 5,000 from its 6,100 high in the first week of February. Now, when I talk about the S&P 500 index, I'm just talking about the 500 biggest companies in America. Many people were scared and fearful to see their investments drop so quickly. Fear freezes people. Fear makes people wait for clarity. Fear makes people miss discounts while waiting for certainty. Instead, I focused on quality investments and long-term fundamentals. And remember, guys, I was sitting on a lot of capital from the sale of my condo. I was buying when sentiment was negative. I was buying when prices were down, not because I knew the market was going to recover, but historically, the market rewards patience and discipline. And sure enough, when the market started to recover, those discounted purchases began to pay off. Not overnight, not magically, but steadily. And that's the difference, in my opinion, between speculation and investing. The lesson I learned from this experience was all about positioning myself for a better outcome. I didn't know the stock market was going to drop so rapidly. I was investing for 7 years, saw much better returns in my stock market portfolio, and the stars just aligned for me. Looking back, these two financial wins were connected. Selling the condo created liquidity, and by having that liquidity, I was able to take full opportunity while the market was on sale. If you got value from this episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review, and share it with someone who you think needs to hear this message. As always, it's about progress, not perfection. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.